Today on Rappler.
Siyempre, pagdating ng 2016, mister na po tayo dyan. Nandito tayo lahat ngayon para masiguradong talagang matatagpo ang ating plataforma de gobyerno.
President Aquino says the Liberal Party must survive beyond 2016. The COMELEC tells Senator Defensor-Santiago, decide if you will stay in office or resign soon. The Philippine Coast Guard says the vessel which rammed the Philippine boat is registered in Hong Kong. Hello, I'm Chai Hofilenia, sitting in for Maria Ressa. Welcome to Rappler, your social news network. President Benigno Aquino III says the Liberal Party must survive and prevail beyond 2016 to ensure the sustainability of the programs his administration initiated. Aquino tells 300 new LP recruits in Baguio City on Monday, we need to make sure this will not be short-lived.
Sabi sa akin ng isang grupo, paano mo masisigurado yung pagbabagong nangyayari ngayon ay magpapatuloy pagbaba mo sa pwesto? Minsan sinasagot ko, teka muna. Ako na po yung nanguna dito. Pagdating nung binigay nyo sa akin termino na 6 na taon, di na siguro tama yung paano ko masisigurado. Ang dapat yatang tanong, paano natin masisiguradong magpapatuloy yung pagbabago nangyayari sa ating lipunan? Paano natin sisiguraduhin na hindi tayo umabante ng isang hakbang, baka naman tayo umatras ng 2 hakbang? O di ba balik ko doon? Siyempre, pagdating ng 2016, mister na po tayo niyan. Kaya po ako nandito ngayon. Yung partido po natin, napakarami natin pwedeng itayo at ibandilang mga taong nagpakatotoo sa kanila pong mga pinangakuan. Nandito tayo lahat ngayon para masiguradong talagang matatagpo ang ating plataforma de gobyerno na maski mawala ho ako, mawala si Mar, mawala si Erin, mawala na kami lahat na nandito sa entablado. No, meron pa ring tunay na naglilingkod sa ating po mga boss na hindi bukang bibig lang. Tunay.
LP spokesperson Lorenzo Erin Tanyada III reveals LP's list of potential senatorial candidates has grown to 32 names. Tanyada says allies of former President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo are excluded from the list. So far, LP has named Tanyada, Aurora Representative Sani Angara, former Akbayan Representative Risa Ontiveros Barakel, and TESDA Director General Joel Villanueva as candidates. The party has yet to choose between the two Biazons, Mandaluyong Representative Rodolfo Pong Biazon or his son Customs Chief Rufino Rufi Biazon. Tanyada says LP members now control 30 to 35% of local positions. Are we going to elect 12 or 13 senators in next year's midterm elections? Commission on Elections Chairman Sixto Brillante says it's up to Senator Defensor-Santiago. Santiago was elected judge in the International Criminal Court, but she skipped the oath-taking of new members in March at the height of the impeachment trial of former Chief Justice Renato Corona due to medical reasons. It is unclear if and when Santiago will resign as senator and take her oath as ICC judge. Brillante says Santiago's decision will affect the poll body's preparations for the 2013 automated elections. If she resigns, 13 senators will be elected. If she doesn't, 12 senators will be elected. He adds, it's complicated because the elections are automated. Senator Francis Escudero says the number of applicants and nominees for the position of Chief Justice has now reached 65. 2 Court of Appeals justices are the latest to decline their nominations for the post. Justice Magdangal de Leon believes the tradition of seniority in the High Court must be upheld. Former Energy Secretary Rafael Lotilla previously declined his nomination for the same reason. Justice Gabriel Ingles says that having openly expressed his view in favor of the impeachment, it would be improper for him to even show a little interest in the position. A total of 13 nominees have already declined their nominations. President Benigno Aquino III clarifies the Philippines is not accusing a Chinese vessel of ramming into a Philippine boat north of the disputed Scarborough Shoal. Aquino says a probe is ongoing to determine if the Chinese vessel caused the incident. The collision occurred off Pangasinan on June 20, Wednesday, killing 1 Filipino fisherman and wounding 3. 4 others are missing. Rescued fishermen tell authorities their boat collided with a Chinese vessel. The president adds the government will take action if it is proven the Chinese vessel was at fault. The Chinese embassy says it has not received reports of vessels colliding and wonders about the basis of the report. But latest reports from the Philippine Coast Guard say the vessel that rammed the Filipino fishing boat is registered in Hong Kong. But officials note the presence of the Hong Kong vessel may not be related to the standoff. The Philippines and China are locked in a 2-month dispute over Scarborough Shoal. As of Monday, June 25, both countries have pulled out their vessels from the area. Financial records from the Diocese of Parañaque show a huge donation from the Vatican in the aftermath of Typhoon Ondoy failed to reach the victims. A ledger report obtained by Rappler shows the Vatican's Pontifical Council Cor Unum for Human and Christian Development donated 10,000 euro or 697,500 pesos a few days after Ondoy struck. But an analysis of the remittances to typhoon victims reveals only about 16% or around 263,000 pesos of the total 1.6 million pesos in donations had been disbursed. The balance, which includes the donations from the Vatican's Cor Unum, was reclassified to the Caritas account, which contains other donations from various sources. The Caritas account is deposited in a Bank of the Philippine Islands special account. The balance sheet of the diocese shows it had 91.5 million pesos in its BPI special deposit account. Members of the Parañaque clergy and lay leaders accuse Bishop Jesse Mercado of diverting the money. They want Rome to investigate the alleged misappropriation, which violates church law on donations. Rappler first reported on this on June 18. Mercado denies the allegations. Mercado says, quote, all donations have receipts and are promptly turned over to their intended beneficiaries. Read the story on Rappler.com. You can also see the copies of the ledger here. The condition of comedy king Dolphy improves after he undergoes successful tracheostomy Saturday. Son Eric Quezon says after the procedure, his blood pressure normalized. The improvement in Dolphy's condition prompted doctors to continue his dialysis, which was stopped Friday due to high blood pressure. Though his father remains in critical condition, Quezon says, quote, it has been a steady progress. Let's now look at Rappler's Wrap for today, a list of the 10 most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. At number 1, Mohamed Morsi wins the presidential race in Egypt. The announcement on Sunday caps months of tug-of-war between Morsi's party, the Muslim Brotherhood, and allies of longtime strongman Hosni Mubarak. A variety of problems awaits the elected leader, who has to face a split in the ranks of his own Muslim Brotherhood and confront generals who recently dissolved parliament and retain legislative power. In his speech, Morsi acknowledges the economy is a major challenge, but vows to revive what was, quote, squandered and mismanaged. At number 2, supporters of fugitive former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, known as Red Shirts, held another mass rally in Bangkok Sunday amid renewed political tensions in the country. The Red Shirts say the latest court order shows a conspiracy between the judiciary, the royalist establishment, and the royalist army. Protesters say they are prepared to defy the courts if their calls remain unheeded. The courts passed rulings in recent years that caused 2 pro-Thaksin governments to fail. At number 6, another historical milestone in the Olympic Games. Saudi women can now join London 2012 after a favorable ruling by the Saudi Olympic Committee. While only one potential female Saudi athlete will likely qualify for this year's summer sports event, an equestrian jumping contestant, the decision remains a landmark in Saudi Arabia's history. Saudi women are severely limited in physical activity at home and elsewhere. And at number 10, France's first girlfriend, Valerie Trierweiler, regrets venting on Twitter. President Francois Hollande sent a message of support to a political candidate who is also his former partner and mother of his kids. Trierweiler, for her part, tweets her support of the ex-rival. Her tweets did not affect the ex-partner's votes, but causes a national storm. Hollande is said to be furious. A close friend of Trierweiler says the journalist blames herself for giving Hollande a bad image. For the full top 10, visit Rappler.com's The Wrap. Samsung Electronics expects to sell 10 million of its newest Galaxy S3 by the end of July, 2 months after its launch. Samsung says the smartphone is getting positive reviews in the Middle East and Southeast Asia. It was launched May 3 in London. The world's largest smartphone maker expects the sales of the new smartphone to exceed 10 million units next month. That's Rappler's Newscast for today, Monday, June 25, 2012. Visit Rappler.com and watch our newscast Monday to Friday. Tell us how you feel on our mood meter. I'm Chai Hofilenya. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.